If your GM vehicle is stuck right now and the electronic parking brake will not release, listen carefully before you touch anything. Because what most drivers do in the next 60 seconds is exactly what turns a simple reset into a destroyed actuator. You press the parking brake button again and again. Nothing. You cycle the ignition, still stuck. You rev your engine thinking maybe it'll break free, and now the rear caliper motor is grinding against itself. The dash says service parking brake, or maybe park brake maintenance mode. Or worse, the car will not move at all. And here's what most people don't realize. In many cases, there is nothing mechanically broken, but if you handle it wrong, you can make sure something is. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to put the GM electronic parking brake in service mode, how to reset it without a scanner in most models, how to turn off park brake maintenance mode properly, and how to manually release it if you absolutely have to move the vehicle. But first, you need to understand what's actually happening behind the scenes. On modern vehicles from brands like Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, and Cadillac, the electronic parking brake isn't cable-driven anymore. There's a small electric motor mounted directly on the rear caliper. When you activate the parking brake, that motor turns a reduction gear system that mechanically pushes the piston outward and clamps the pads against the rotor. It's precise, it's strong, and it self-adjusts, which means when you replace rear brake pads without putting the system in service mode, and you try to push that piston back manually like an old-school caliper, you're fighting a gear-driven motor. That's how actuators get stripped. Now, here's the point most car owners miss. Maintenance mode is not an error. Maintenance mode is protection. When you put the electronic parking brake into service mode, the system retracts the actuator fully and disables automatic engagement. That allows you to compress the piston safely and service the brakes without damaging the motor. But if you don't command it properly or if voltage drops mid-cycle, the system can get stuck halfway. That's when you see messages like service parking brake or park brake maintenance mode. And now you're thinking something major failed. No, it didn't. But before you attempt any GM electronic parking brake service mode reset, check your battery voltage. Low voltage is one of the most common causes of electronic parking brake faults. If the battery is weak or was recently disconnected, the module may not complete its calibration cycle. It may stop mid-movement. It may set a false actuator code. If your battery is below roughly 12.4 volts with the engine off, charge it first. This alone fixes a surprising number of stuck parking brake complaints. Now, let's talk about how to put the electronic parking brake in service mode without a scanner. On many GM models, turn the ignition to on without starting the engine. Press and hold the brake pedal firmly. Then press and hold the parking brake switch in the release position for about 5 to 10 seconds. In many vehicles, you'll hear the rear motors retract fully. If you hear them retract, the system has entered brake maintenance mode. Especially if you hear nothing, and the vehicle is already partially in maintenance mode, it may not cycle again. Or the system may be preventing movement due to stored faults. Now here's where most YouTube videos stop. But this is where diagnosis actually begins. If the brake will not release at all, you need to differentiate the failure type. If you press the switch and hear a grinding or straining noise, that usually indicates mechanical binding inside the actuator or caliper. If you press the switch and hear rapid clicking, that often indicates low voltage or a weak battery. If you press the switch and hear absolutely nothing, that suggests either a blown fuse, a wiring issue, a faulty switch, or a module communication problem. And if this happened immediately after you replaced rear brake pads, the most likely cause is that the system was not properly placed in maintenance mode before compressing the piston. That distinction is critical. Now let's talk about how to reset the electronic parking brake and turn off park brake maintenance mode. After servicing the brakes, ignition on. Foot firmly on the brake pedal, then pull up on the parking brake switch and hold it. In many models, the system will cycle the actuators outward, recalibrate their position, and exit maintenance mode. You should hear both rear motors engage briefly. If the warning clears and everything operates normally, you're done. But if the warning remains even though the brake engages and releases normally, that usually means a stored soft code needs clearing with a scan tool. The mechanical system may be perfectly fine. Now let's address the myth. A lot of people believe you always need a scanner for a GM electronic parking brake service mode reset. That's not true for many platforms. A scanner becomes necessary when you have a hard fault code, actuator replacement, module replacement, or software level issue. But for basic service mode entry and exit, many GM vehicles allow manual reset procedures. The problem is not the system. The problem is an incomplete diagnosis. And here's where shops sometimes get it wrong. A customer comes in with service parking brake. The shop scans it. They see an actuator code. They immediately recommend replacing the entire rear caliper assembly. But what triggered that code? Low battery during startup? Corroded rear connector? Recent brake job without service mode? Replacing a caliper without verifying voltage stability and wiring integrity can waste hundreds of dollars. That's why understanding the system logic matters. Now let's address the emergency scenario. How to release electronic parking brake manually. Most modern GM systems do not have a traditional cable release. If the system will not disengage electronically, your safest first move is to verify battery condition and attempt manual reset again. If you absolutely must move the vehicle and the actuator has failed mechanically, in some cases the actuator motor can be removed from the rear caliper and the internal mechanism manually wound back. But this should only be done if you understand the gear mechanism inside. Forcing it incorrectly can permanently damage the caliper. And here's the part no one tells you. If you keep pressing the parking brake switch repeatedly while the motor is stalled, you can burn out the actuator. The module will continue attempting movement until it times out. That's how a reset issue becomes a replacement issue. So here's the proper order every time. Verify battery voltage, attempt manual service mode entry, attempt maintenance mode exit properly. Listen carefully to the actuator response. Scan for codes only if the system still refuses to cooperate. Only after confirming electrical integrity should you suspect mechanical actuator failure. When handled correctly, the GM electronic parking brake system is extremely reliable. It's not fragile. It's just electronically controlled. And most failures are procedural, not catastrophic. So if your GM electronic parking brake is stuck, don't panic, don't force it, and don't assume the worst. Most of the time that you're dealing with a reset, voltage, or improper service mode issue. Handle it correctly, and you avoid destroying a perfectly good actuator. Now, let's look at some of the frequently asked questions we get on this topic. Number 1. Why does my GM electronic parking brake engage automatically every time I shut the vehicle off? That's not a malfunction. On many GM models, automatic parking brake engagement is a programmed safety feature. It activates when the vehicle detects certain incline angles or when the transmission is placed in park under load. If you want to disable auto engagement behavior, that's typically a settings level configuration, not a service mode issue. It's important not to confuse normal programmed behavior with a fault. Another common one is, can cold weather cause my electronic parking brake to stick? Yes, but not because the motor is failing. In freezing temperatures, moisture can cause rear brake pads to lightly bond to the rotor surface. When that happens, the actuator may struggle briefly on release. That doesn't automatically mean the actuator is bad. It means the pads are physically stuck to the rotor surface. Once broken free, the system usually operates normally. 3. Why does my electronic parking brake apply by itself while driving slowly? If this happens, it's usually tied to hill assist logic, auto hold systems, or stability control integration. The electronic parking brake module communicates with multiple systems. It is not operating independently. Unexpected application during very low-speed maneuvering can be tied to system calibration or sensor input, not necessarily a failed actuator. Another question we get is, will disconnecting the battery reset my electronic parking brake? Not reliably. Disconnecting the battery may temporarily clear soft faults, but it does not recalibrate actuator position or resolve mechanical binding. In some cases, disconnecting power can actually create additional calibration issues if voltage drops mid-cycle. So battery disconnect is not a proper reset procedure for this system. Does using the electronic parking brake daily wear it out faster? No, in fact, regular use can be beneficial. These systems are designed for repeated operation. The real damage happens when the mechanism is forced during brake service or when voltage instability causes incomplete motorcycles. Normal engagement and release does not shorten its lifespan. Can a bad parking brake switch cause these issues? Yes. If the switch fails internally, the module may not receive a consistent command signal. That can create intermittent operation or prevent service mode activation. If everything else checks out, voltage is good, actuator responds when commanded through a scan tool, the switch itself becomes a suspect. And finally, is it safe to drive with the electronic parking brake warning light on if the brake releases normally? If the brake fully disengages and there's no dragging, you can typically drive short distances safely. However, the warning indicates a stored fault. It should be scanned and diagnosed properly. Ignoring it long-term is not recommended because the parking brake system is tied into vehicle stability and safety systems. If this video helped you, then in our next video here, break down actuator failure versus control module failure step by step. Because if your warning doesn't clear after reset, that's your next move. Also, subscribe to the channel, like, and share this video with a friend.